class children. Hope you all are fine. Let us begin. Standard 9, Chapter 8, Trigonometry, Part 2. Part 1 we have learned previously. Now let us see in this Part 2 the remaining chapter. We will see about the objectives of today's class. First, sum of the angles of triangle. Second objective is the relation among the trigonometric ratios. Third is the remaining trigonometric ratios and again their relation. Now, let us recall some things which we have studied in the previous class. We have studied about the three trigonometric ratios, that is sine, cos and tan. One by one, let us revise the trigonometric ratios. First is sine ratio. The formula for the sine ratio was opposite side upon hypotenuse side. Second is cos ratio. So the formula for cos ratio was adjacent side upon hypotenuse side. Third was the formula for tan ratio. So the formula for tan ratio was opposite side upon adjacent side. Now to memorize all the three ratios, I had given you one statement, that was so, ka, toa. So, S stands for sine, O stands for opposite side, H stands for hypotenuse, ka, C stands for cos, A stands for adjacent, H stands for hypotenuse, toa, T stands for tan, O stands for opposite side and A stands for adjacent side. So it was so, ka, toa for sine ratio, cos ratio and tan ratio. Sum of the angles of triangle. We know that sum of the measures of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. If we consider this triangle PQR, then angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is 180 degree. Whether it is a right angle triangle or an acute angle triangle or obtuse angle triangle, their sum will always be 180 degree. But in right angle triangle, we have a special case. Why? Because measure of one angle we already know, that is 90 degree. Now if we consider this triangle ABC, then angle B is 90 degree. Remaining two angles are acute angles. So here remaining two angles are angle A and angle C. So those are acute angles. Now these angles will be also complementary angles. What is complementary angle? Complementary angle means that their sum is 90 degree. So if it is a right angle triangle, then one angle is 90 degree and the sum of remaining acute angle is 90 degree. That means in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree and angle A plus angle C is also 90 degree. If we consider angle A as 20, then angle C will be 70 degrees because 20 plus 70 is 90 degrees. If we consider angle A as 40 degree, then angle C will be 50 degree. If angle B is 90 degree and angle A plus angle C is also 90 degree, so we can also satisfy the above condition of sum of measures of angles of triangle as 180 degree. As we add angle A plus angle B plus angle C, we get angle as 180 degree. That is 90 plus 90, that is 180 degree. Relation among trigonometric ratios. We have studied about three trigonometric ratios, that is sine ratio, cos ratio and tan ratio. Sine ratio is so, that is opposite upon hypotenuse. Cos ratio is ka, that is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Tan ratio is toa, that is opposite upon adjacent. Now we will see about the relation among the trigonometric ratios. Relation means that these trigonometric ratios are related to one another. First, let us draw a right angle triangle and name it as P, M and N. Angle M is 90 degree and angle P and angle N are complementary angles. Complementary angles means that their sum is also 90 degree. Now angle N and angle P we have considered. If I put angle N as theta, then angle P will be 90 minus theta. So where did this came from? It came from the statement angle P and angle N are complementary angles, which means angle P plus angle N is 90 degree. Therefore angle P plus theta is equals to 90 degree. Therefore angle P is equals to 90 minus theta. So angle P I have considered as 90 minus theta. Now we will find out the ratios, the trigonometric ratios for theta and 90 minus theta. Let us begin with the sine ratio. So sine ratio is opposite side upon hypotenuse side. So the opposite side for sine theta is Pm and the hypotenuse side will always be Pn. So the ratio of sine theta is Pm upon Pn. Similarly, the ratio of sine 90 minus theta will be Nm upon Pn, as the opposite side of angle 90 minus theta is Nm and the hypotenuse side is Pn. So the ratio of sine 90 minus theta is Nm upon Pn. Now next is cos ratio. So cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse side. What is adjacent side of theta? It is Nm and the hypotenuse side is Pn. So cos theta is Nm upon Pn. Next is cos 90 minus theta. Adjacent side of 90 minus theta is Pm and the hypotenuse side is Pn. So the ratio of cos 90 minus theta will be Pm upon Pn. Next is tan ratio. So tan ratio is opposite side upon adjacent side. So the opposite side of theta will be Pm and the adjacent side of theta will be Nm. So the ratio of tan theta will be Pm upon Nm. Next is tan 90 minus theta. So the adjacent opposite side of 90 minus theta will be Nm and the adjacent side of 90 minus theta will be Pn. So the ratio of tan 90 minus theta will be Nm upon Pn. Now we have found out all the three ratios for both the angles. So we get 6 ratios. As we can see that sin theta and cos 90 minus theta, their ratios are equal, that is Pm upon Pn. Similarly, cos theta and sin 90 minus theta, their ratios are equal, that is Nm upon Pn. So we can conclude that sin theta is cos 90 minus theta and cos theta is sin 90 minus theta. So there is a relation between sin theta and cos 90 minus theta and cos theta and sin 90 minus theta. The relation is that sin theta is equals to cos 90 minus theta and cos theta is equals to sin 90 minus theta. Similarly, there is a relation between tan theta and tan 90 minus theta. What is it? If we multiply tan theta and tan 90 minus theta, we get Pm upon Nm multiplied by Nm upon Pm. So Pm gets cancelled and Nm gets cancelled because they are same. And when they get cancelled, we get answer as 1. So tan theta multiplied by tan 90 minus theta is equals to 1. Next is sin theta divided by cos theta. Now if we divide sin theta by cos theta, what do we get? Sin theta is Pm upon Pn, and if we divide it by cos theta, which is Nm upon Pn, we get Pm upon Pn divided by Nm upon Pn, which is equals to, if it is divided here and if we take it above, it will become multiplication and it will be reciprocal. So it will be inverse. So Pm upon Pn multiplied by Pn upon Nm. So Pm gets cancelled and the thing which remains is Pm upon Nm. Now what is Pm upon Nm? It is the ratio of tan theta. So sin theta divided by cos theta we get as tan theta. So this is the relation among the three trigonometric ratios, that is sin, cos and tan. Now let us recollect these formulas and write it. We have studied tan theta is equals to cos 90 minus theta. We have found out this, where did this came from? Similarly, we have studied about cos theta is equals to sin 90 minus theta, and we have studied where this formula came from. Similarly, we have studied that when we multiply tan theta and tan 90 minus theta, we get answer as 1. So tan theta multiplied by tan 90 minus theta is equals to 1. Next is sin theta divided by cos theta is equals to tan theta. These are the formulas which are very important for the trigonometry chapter. So we have to learn this formula, memorize it and keep it in mind. We have studied about the three trigonometric ratios, that is sine ratio, cos ratio and tan ratio. Now we will study about the remaining three trigonometric ratios, that is cosec, sec and cot. Now these remaining three trigonometric ratios are based on the first three trigonometric ratios itself. First let us see the three trigonometric ratios which we have learned earlier, that is sin theta is opposite upon hypotenuse, which is so. Cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse, that is ka. Tan theta is opposite upon adjacent, that is toa. The remaining three ratios are cosec, sec and cot. Now cosec theta is 1 upon sin theta. So 1 upon sin theta, it will become 1 upon opposites upon hypotenuse. So it will be hypotenuse upon opposite. So cosec theta is basically the inverse of sin theta, which is equals to hypotenuse side upon opposite side. Now next is sec theta. Sec theta is the inverse of cos theta. So sec theta is equals to 1 upon cos theta, which is equals to hypotenuse side upon adjacent side. The sixth one and the last one is the cot theta. The ratio of cot theta is adjacent side upon opposite side, which is the inverse of tan theta. So cot theta is equals to 1 upon tan theta, which is equals to adjacent side upon opposite side. As we can see that cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta are the inverse ratios of sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. Always remember, you have to say this as sin, cos tan, cosec, sec and cot. Remember it like this only and repeat it every time, that is sin, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. We have seen the relation between sin theta and cos 90 minus theta, that is they both are equal. So sin theta is equals to cos 90 minus theta. Similarly, we have seen the relation between cos theta and sin 90 minus theta, that they both are also equal, that is cos theta is equals to sin 90 minus theta. Also, there is relation between the remaining four trigonometric ratios. Now what is this relation? Let us see now. Tan theta is equals to cot 90 minus theta and cot theta equal to tan 90 minus theta. So tan ratio and cot ratio are also related, that is tan theta equal to cot 90 minus theta and cot theta will be equal to tan 90 minus theta. Similarly, there is relation between cosec and sec, that is cosec theta is sec 90 minus theta and sec theta is equals to cosec 90 minus theta. So all the six trigonometric ratios are related to one another. Let us quickly revise whatever we have done in this lecture. First was the formula for sin theta, which is opposite upon hypotenuse. Second was the formula for cosec theta, which was inverse of sin theta, which is hypotenuse upon opposite. So cosec theta is hypotenuse upon opposite, which is equals to 1 upon sin theta. Next was cos theta, which is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Fourth was the formula for sec theta, which is the inverse of cos theta, which is equals to hypotenuse upon adjacent. So sec theta is 1 upon cos theta, which is equals to hypotenuse upon adjacent. Next was the formula for tan theta, which is opposite upon adjacent. And the sixth and the last formula was for cot theta, which is the inverse of tan theta, which is adjacent upon opposite. So cot theta is equals to 1 upon tan theta, which is equals to adjacent upon opposite. After that, we had studied about the trigonometric relations. First was sin theta, which is equals to cos 90 minus theta. Second was cos theta, which is equals to sin 90 minus theta. Third was tan theta, which is equals to cot 90 minus theta. Next was cot theta, which is equals to tan 90 minus theta. Cosec theta equals to sec 90 minus theta. And sec theta is equals to cosec 90 minus theta. So these were the 6 trigonometric relations. There were 2 more trigonometric relations, which were tan theta multiplied by tan 90 minus theta we got as 1, and sin theta upon cos theta is equals to tan theta. So class, I hope you all have enjoyed today's class. Let us end here. Thank you.